Last time, we ended with a steamy romance between...
Shut up, shut up, shut up! No more steamy romances and no more suspicious stares!
Speaking of steamy romances and suspicious stares, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
What? I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm We Squared.
Well, last time we did all the free day talking, now it's time to do all the free day fighting. Nothing kills romance like a bunch of giant robots fighting each other. Isn't that right?
I suppose it depends on who you ask.
So I'm gonna do the soul dot training, and these are the orbs that I put in, because all of these seem to be good. It might be better to use attack rather than defense.
But survivability is far more important.
Yeah, well, this might not actually really be any survivability. It's just that doing damage never seemed to be the problem. Living seemed to be the problem, and that's why I went with that. Hit points is a no-brainer. At 8,000, we're talking like a straight-up 25% increase in hit points for the Drakens, and speed is like, come on, do we need to say it? So, training, let's go! Okay, are you two ready?
Of course we are!
I like how their soul dots are now color-coded, kind of by their hair color.
Well, you gotta be able to easily tell them apart, see?
No, I agree with that. I can start anytime.
Oh, I am so looking forward to this. Never thought we'd get the chance to challenge Instructor Reen head on.
Yeah, but he's not in a Draken 2, he's in Valimar.
Details!
Valimar as well. This will prove to be quite the battle. Well, I'll give what support I can too, which is not really anything. Like an art or something.
Alrighty, to win, all you gotta do is damage Valimar a little. Sold out fight! Ready, go!
Oh, we go to the menu first.
Now, bring it on!
30%.
All right!
Finally, though, I was able to buy repair stones. Yeah, it takes U material, but
This game hemorrhages you material.
it really does. Now, we need a lot of it, but not right now. We're gonna need a lot of it when it's time to rare and super rare literally every quartz that every character is using. And we've got hundreds of U material to use before then.
Yeah!
Not the body! Not the head! Yeah, he's not taking much damage.
It's my turn!
Well, since I don't feel quite so helpless, let's just keep hitting him. Gotta find out
My turn!
where I can hit him at some point, so...
You have to take a couple swings to do it, yeah?
There! It's mine! There!
Wolf!
Ha!
I shall go.
Your impede is useless on me as it is on the enemies!
Spirit! You can't escape! Fire! It's mine!
Let's go!
Yeah, debuffs just aren't gonna be that useful. I'm sure they'll be fine when I've got 4 guys.
Right?
There!
Spirit!
Whoa!
Get back!
All right!
So that's what it feels like to be on the receiving end of that.
I'll support you. All right!
Oh, come on!
Oh, there is no escape, David.
Take this!
There! Very well.
And if you think about it, all the spirit is good because it gives me more CP too, which I need to keep stopping him from using Crescent Slash killing me.
There! It's down! It's mine!
So this is a lot
It's my turn!
more relaxed and easier. And I just feel much more confident than I have with any of the other mecha battles.
Well, for one, you know you can get repair stones.
Because I can get repair stones.
way!
Very well.
Oh, that's really bad. This is kind of interesting. With only one character for support, it's not like I can actually swap Altina between Juna and Kurt. I thought I might be able to, but I can't.
That would have been a little too easy, don't you think?
Maybe. It just matters for EP recovery. So I'll just have to keep on going.
We're in trouble. Here I go!
Just heal, McHealy, heal. I wonder if this will cancel the defense. No, defense can't be impeded.
I would be really curious how that's supposed to work.
I'd really like to get to attacking him, but I'm not letting him do Crescent Slash, especially not while I'm defense debuff. I'd also really like to heal, but we just don't always get what we want.
There!
Excellent.
It's down.
Here we go.
I got it!
There!
I guess it depends on who initiates it.
What do you
Because
mean?
it's still Mistral Blade.
Ah,
Mistral Blade!
that makes sense.
I shall go.
Okay, almost got him broken. All right, Billy, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should just heal and be safe? Or do you think I should hit him with Shadow Rise and hope I break him?
Oh God, don't put the pressure on me. I'm just the guy who brings the laughs.
But this way I can blame you when I inevitably fail.
I know. Screw it, try and break him.
Yeah!
Good job.
Don't tell me
It's
that!
my turn!
You're about to get really mean! Wow, that did basically no break damage. Well, now I know.
Good, you forgot to blame me.
Billy! Oh!
Oh no!
Get back!
Oh no!
I'll support you. It's my turn!
Maybe I should have beaten on him some more before doing that.
Well, you can still have a good chance of breaking it. His break gauge is really low.
While that may be true, most of that was done by Mistral Slash.
I'm aware of that, but you know.
Come on, Juna, use cross break to break him. Break, 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 break.
Take this!
Oh, it almost did.
This isn't good.
I imagine Rain Slash would actually break him, but if it doesn't, then he's just gonna take Kurt out.
Is that gamble worth taking, Damon?
No, but I did think about it at least.
Spirit!
Ow! Stop!
This isn't good.
Okay, so what I should have said was yes.
Right!
It's my turn!
Goodness! If I had any brave points, I'd just try to rush him to take him out, but I don't.
Oh, he's broken. He'll still take extra damage.
Very well then, Billy. I will try to rush him while he is broken. When it fails and I die, which is going to be the result, it'll be your fault. Got it? I won't
Okay.
forget to blame you this time.
All right, I accept that responsibility. And if I'm right, I will laugh.
Okay, fair enough.
You can't escape! Fire! Our chance! It's mine! I shall go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah!
Come on! Delay him! Delay him! Delay him!
It's down. It's mine.
Here I go!
I squeaked out some extra turns. I guess I'm actually gonna get him this way.
Ha ha ha! Look at my brilliant strategy of keep
Can't
attacking.
escape! Fire!
Truly, I am the next
Our
Sunta.
chance! Ray Rush!
That was good.
Well, look at that.
Okay, so break him, and that's when you can super debuff them. That makes sense. Kurt, you survived a battle!
We did it?
Yeah, it seems we were able to damage him slightly. Whew, that was really hard. Good job, you two.
Yeah, you guys were awesome!
Yeah, you guys pass.
Did we even actually do anything to him?
Do not make me laugh. Of course you didn't. But you got me with a really good hit. It seems we still have much to learn. Oh yeah! What the heck is this?
Maybe it's some sort of orbital moped.
Well, it says ZCF. It's got 2 nozzles on it.
Why don't you investigate it?
Is that like a gun, or is it like part of a toy? Do I snap it to something? I can see it's a part. Huh, well, it looks to be something Tita's working on. Maybe orbital gear? That'd be nice. Well, let's look forward to seeing how this turns out. Probably is orbital gear, though I still wish that, orbital gear was enclosed again. The orbital gear that you get with Altina, or even that Tio used in the last game. Why are you sitting there exposed? It is like, I am now wearing armor. But what you do is you put the armor on your back. You wear breastplate and mail and the bulletproof vest on your back, but not on your front. And then you face the enemies with your front and begin attacking them, so that enemies who attack you directly while you're attacking them will shoot and kill your vulnerable body. But in the event that someone wants to shoot you in the back, you've got that covered. If you can only armor the front or the back,
Probably want to armor the front.
unless, of course, your grand strategy is to turn around like some kind of a turtle and run backwards at the other guy. But I feel like in the annals of military history, that has never happened.
Maybe it's more of a speed over defense thing.
Maybe. That's fine. It's fine, though. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Grudgingly.
I wonder what she's going to be asking us, Damon.
Well, a one-on-one duel seems excellent. I do, however, have 2 quick comments.
Uh-huh.
Number 1, that is a scary-looking sword. Number 2, Billy,
Yes?
what is her hair and cape doing?
Damon, you must understand, when you're that cool, you don't need a breeze. That or she's standing directly underneath the air vent.
That's what I'm looking for. But do they have air conditioning? And even if they did, if that was somehow a vent, how would it be causing them to blow gently in that direction so steadily? Next, when we talked to Principal Aurelia last in the dorms at night, she was like, oh, the gentle night air. And I was like, you're in your room. What do you mean the gentle night air? Does she have the special power to make air from outside just come inside?
Something the winds are speaking to her?
Well, I bet she and Gaius are gonna get along. Principal Le Guin, so this is where you train, in the training room, at your school, where you are the principal. That makes sense. Come to think of it, this might be the first time I've actually seen you training. I've always been curious about that. Yes, well, my duties as principal don't leave me with much spare time. Nevertheless, I always get my morning practice in just like you do. I take it you train here because you don't want to interrupt the students? That's right. The training room at the dorm is a little too popular for my tastes. Besides, it's too hard to do any type of serious training while watching Wayne. He simultaneously makes me feel bad and, well, motherly. Besides, the equipment here suits me better anyway. Sorry to interrupt. I'll just leave you and your giant toy sword alone. Oh, no, you won't. Actually, Schwarzer, while you're here, why don't we take this opportunity to cross swords? We missed our chance in the big war, remember? Are you serious? Have you ever known me to joke about battle? Besides, I've long been curious to experience what you're capable of firsthand. Well, the feeling is mutual. There's no way I could pass up this opportunity, but I need to check my equipment real fast. Hold on 1 sec. Now, I'm all equipped for Einhell Keep, and that's really good.
But this isn't what we're doing right now.
So I'm going to take this Abyss Shadow with its speed plus 20-ness, and the Gladiator Belt, and put those on me. Okay, let's do this. I'm ready when you are. Thank you for this. Very well.
Oh no!
He's up! Shob! The 8 leaves 1 blade school. This should be fun. The energy in the room just completely transformed. She really is on another level.
5 minutes later, the school is in rubble.
Quite literally, she's on another level. She's a master of 2 different schools, and Reen is an intermediate level. Formally, he's probably better, but... Well then, shall we? By all means!
Now, come!
Generous of them to start you with 5 brave points.
I'm pretty pleased with that, yes. Reduce her to 70% hit points. So she has more hit points than anything I've fought so far, outside of, a Soldat. And is basically immune to everything as is expected. Okay, we're gonna start with Iron Will.
Form up! Iron Will formation!
That's just logic.
It only costs 1, and I don't know what's really gonna be coming at me, and I didn't use it the first turn because I was at full hit points, so it's like I'm trying not to waste anything.
Yeah.
Next.
Arcus, activate! Yeah!
So I'm definitely... It's definitely
It's my
alternating.
turn.
One, like her turn, my turn, her turn, my turn.
Uh-huh.
I have a plus 20 speed Abyss Shadow equipped.
And you just buffed your speed further.
Do you think it would be a one-on-one alternating if I did not have that Abyss Shadow?
Oh no.
No, she'd be out-turning me, and in a one-on-one battle, getting outsped is the way that you die. Now, I've still got that 7-turn buff from Regulus, I guess. So I'll buff up my strength when I get the chance. And I've got all kinds of CP boosters. And she's immune to delay, so there's no point in fishing for any type of status.
Get back!
Turn to dust! Prismatic flame!
Oh wow! Petrify! Cool!
Okay then.
Right, so obviously I'm going to equip an anti-petrification item. Bye-bye Gladiator Belt, which is really a shame. Hello Composure Shawl. That will not only block Petrify, but give me a significant boost to defense. And 5 more speed.
So the speed's at 100.
Speed is good. How many times do I have to say this? Thank you, 9 Volley.
Alright, now that Reen's wearing a comfortable shawl, you're toast.
As I go to scope her, I just want to point out, with that 5 additional speed, I'm 2-turning her.
Just wait till you get Chrono Drive up.
Well, I mean, that was with an item. That's a dirty trick, by the way. I love it. Like, haha, Petrify, you're dead, you lose.
Turn to dust! Prismatic flame!
Ha! Not this time, lady.
It's my turn!
A break.
Get back!
Well done!
I'm up!
Really, that's why I'm using it. It has a break of A.
Turn to dust! Prismatic flame!
Seems pretty straightforward.
I'm up!
Really not doing any damage to her. But as long as my EP hold out, I'm not
It's
gonna
my
lose,
turn.
I think.
You have so many turns.
It's my turn!
Yeah, and I'm really kind of losing, frankly. Okay, this is actually kind of rough.
Well, good. Oh no!
I'm up!
But should you impede or just walk out of the way? See, if you walk out of the way, the delay will be smaller, and we'll get to see the attack.
That's true. It'll burn up my buff, but that's okay.
Perish!
And the school is destroyed.
I'm up!
Thanks, Principal, for destroying the school.
You get a few hits in, buff, buff, buff. You get a few hits in, buff, 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 buff.
Basically it, yeah.
Yeah!
Prismatic flame!
Lord.
Sorry,
Ah!
everyone.
Freeze got me!
Oh!
We gotta do this again! So I still got the Abyss Shadow, now I've got a mirror red emblem. Look, Freeze and Petrify is now blocked. That way she can't take my turns away. It sucks about the lower speed, but I tried not having Chrono Drive on and having Chrono Drive on. That's what I'm gonna have to do, is keep it up at all points. As well as La Forte, for crying out loud.
Until it's revealed that her Prismatic Tetra Blade also does another status you're not defending against.
No status ailment left except for Sleep and Nightmare can take away my turns. Next, I swapped it up so that I'm using Scald as my secondary Master Quartz to increase break damage. Changed around my ornament so I now have break 1 and break 2. I'd love to have break 2s on everybody, but I just don't have the Sepith for this. And I still have slots to unlock, you know? Okay, but then I also put cast 1 on Reen because I'm using a lot of arts. But my plan is maybe I can break her, maybe. I'm a getter. You just wait.
The entire episode is the boss fight.
I don't want to hear your negativity. By the way, just want to point out, haven't lost due to running out of hit points.
Well done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
I'm definitely feeling the lost speed, but I'm definitely feeling the increased strength and the breaking.
Well done.
Ah!
Parry.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go!
Well done.
No, 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 no!
It's my turn!
Don't enhance!
Oh god!
Now what do I do?
Good luck!
Okay, I don't have a way to improve my CP enough to get to 100, and it's a shame because I almost had her broken.
Uh-huh.
So if I can't get to 100 CP to do an S-Craft, like a double strength buffed S-Craft, then I can't go all in on offense. All I can do is withstand what she's going to do to me, which is really going to suck. I do have Earth Pulse, and I'm really tempted to use it, because it'll be like hit point regeneration.
Yep.
But for now, I'm actually going to use Shield Chips for the L defense buff. Oh, but it's only for one turn? Ah, maybe I won't, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll get the 4-turn S. Okay, that's what I'll do, that's what I'll do. Because this way...
You can live long enough.
I mean, maybe I just need to outlast her enhance.
Yeah.
Which is gonna suck!
Ha!
I really want to point that out.
I can keep going.
Show me you can withstand this.
Oh no!
Yeah. Your end comes. Ha! Rakshasa onslaught.
Well, that was awesome! Now I am dead!
Sorry, everyone.
What were we supposed to do about that?
Prevent her from doing it in the first place. Okay, if you're gonna be like this, I gotcha. Almost took it. I almost took it. In fact, I had enough hit points to take it. The extra damage from the brandish is what finished me off. All right? This time, coming in basically the same, but my strategy is going to be to discover how linked break damage and the damage you inflict from a strength buff is. This time I'm going to try to break her without doing any strength buffs.
Okay.
That way she won't enhance and recover all the break damage.
Because of her hit points.
And then maybe I can throw up a buff and beat the crud out of her. Maybe. I'm not positive this is going to work. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to come up with some way to fit Adamantine Shield in.
Now, come.
Okay, the answer is...
It's my
looks
turn.
like break damage and the damage you inflict are pretty linked. Because with the double strength buff before, I was really chunking her break gauge.
But not so much without it.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call a mulligan on this one.
You know what they say, 87th time's the charm?
Okay, next go. After seeing how much break damage that did, it's just not going to be possible for me to break her before she enhances. You saw how much break I was doing before. If that didn't do it, nothing's going to do it.
Right.
So that means I should just ignore trying to break her and focus on damage. So I took off everything that has to do with break. Now I'm gonna try to keep my CP up, and the idea is gonna be to S-Craft spam. Well, not spam it, but I'm gonna try to get it out when I get the chance to. I'll be putting Impassion up, and I've got Adamantine Shield when she enhances. Hopefully that'll take care of it.
It sounds like a plan to me.
Let's try this. I don't think it'll work, but I mistimed something earlier, so let's just find out.
Well done.
Okay, got it.
Oh no.
Sorry,
Haha,
everyone.
okay, dueling S-Crafts. Now I've got it. I'm gonna win this time.
Ha! Ha! I can keep going. Get back!
Darn it! My timing was wrong!
I'm up!
Okay, so 70% of her hit points is a bit over 46,000.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I was working out the math, and with La Forte on a 200 CP S-Craft,
Right.
I'm within range now, but as soon as I get within that range, that's when she enhanced. I don't have enough to Adamantine Shield, so I am just gonna have to eat it in the face. The fight is just about over because I only have 2 Brave points left.
Right.
And it's a La Forte Raging Fire that I was talking about. She's within range if I can just... And she doesn't have a defense boost, by the way.
That's true.
So all I have to do is live through the S-Craft she's about to do, and then the rest of her enhance, and then I win.
This sounds like a job for shield chips.
There is literally going to be no better time ever to use shield chips, which last for 1 turn. This is the turn that I'm worried about. Om nom nom!
Yeah!
Show me you can withstand this. Yeah! Your end comes! Ha! Rakshasa! Onslaught!
Yes!
I can't lose!
Now the downside is it's a 1-stage debuff of everything, and that's horrible.
Oh no.
But I am alive. All right,
Form
Iron
up!
Will.
Iron Will formation!
If I have to use this again, then I
I'm up.
lose, because I won't have the 1 left for Raging Fire. I'm gonna throw a Tyrol Bomb, because then I'll have another turn,
That sounds like a good
Ha!
plan.
because like the delay is so low, and she has a lot of delay because she
It's
just
my
used
turn.
an S-Craft. You don't suppose she's gonna S-Craft again, do you?
I don't think we should find out.
Okay, and next, for the first time ever, I am going to use an S-Tablet. I have never used an S-Tablet to cure stat down in any Trails game, ever.
But this one calls
Ha!
for it.
Oh, yeah! Okay!
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god, I think I'm actually going to win!
Thank you, shield chips.
Yeah, Shield Chip saved the
Yeah.
day! I'm gonna go cook some more! Ah!
Turn to dust!
Thanks!
Prismatic flame!
That was really what I wanted you to do!
It's my turn!
That was literally the best thing for me that you could have done. I have the La Forte up, so I have the full strength buff. I'm about to go Raging Fire. I have 200 CP. Why does it always come down to an S-Craft, though?
Let's go! Raging Fire formation!
This is Trails.
I never
Come on.
had to depend so much on S-Crafts before.
Cross your fingers.
My blade, calm as still water. Now! Ha! 7th slash! Fallen leaves!
Well done!
Dang it!
Yes!
Oh, barely! Barely!
Five!
It did a lot less than my calculations, like by about 1,000. But it was enough. Whoa! Goodness, that was hard!
That was a worthy fight.
That was great. Well, I think I've kicked your sorry butt enough for today. Thank you, ma'am! I am glad I live! Please help me in the future! You're not quite where I'd like you to be, but you're not bad. I suppose you pass for now. As it stands, your skills are lacking while you're not using your power. Like I said, he is at intermediate level. He's not a master. Probably not even very far above an intermediate level. But Rean doesn't work on himself.
I know, that's the problem.
He does maintenance, like he maintains his level.
But he doesn't improve.
That's why people like Laura and Agate have passed him by. But you know I can't. I'm aware. I know you can't control it again.
Good prediction.
Yet, again, like you could before or something. But that just means you need more training on both fronts. Well, I can't argue with that. Can I ask you something? You graduated from Thor's 2, didn't you? Did you join the Provincial Army right after? That I didn't. Like your classmates, I graduated from Thor's after 1 year. How'd that happen? Well, it was around the time of the 100 Days War. My father, the commander of the Provincial Army, was wounded in battle. After the war, I was drafted into the Provincial Army to replace him and given special permission to graduate early. Wait, does that mean you were the commander from the get-go? Indeed it does. Wallace is a Thor's alumnus as well. He was technically in the year above me, but we got along quite well. We actually graduated and enlisted together. I don't think it counts as enlisting if you were immediately the commander of the army! Anyway, we met Bardius Wallace at the same time that we met Le Guin back in Cold Steel 1?
I think so, yeah.
And we haven't really gotten to see him at all? Presumably he'll be showing up?
I imagine so.
Is that so? I can't imagine those two walking the halls of Thor's together. I don't really know why, though. Must have been a very interesting time to be a student. Oh, that reminds me. My fellow Vanderstyle disciple Mueller also attended Thor's, though he enrolled after I graduated. What a shame we so narrowly missed each other. Those are some big names. Well, the Academy does have a rich history, and we're both a part of it. We need to continue to better ourselves to honor this Academy's legacy. Should the opportunity arise, I encourage you to spar with me again. I won't hold back quite so much next time.
Oh, good.
Of course, I'm looking forward to it. I still love how basically all I did was arts. Okay, after all that sword training, let's do more sword training.
Sounds good to me.
I love the all caps. Laura! Good training spots! Abstract! What? We're not writing a paper. Like, this isn't going to be in a peer-reviewed journal, so it probably shouldn't be called abstract. Are you well, Rean? I, Laura, would like to ask you something. I plan to visit the Vander School.
You okay?
Poor Laura. Technology and her just aren't going to work.
She should just be glad the Arcus doesn't explode into flames.
I'd appreciate it. End body. Best, Laura S. Arcade. That reminds me of my grandmother. She will send me text messages, and then she always ends it like she's closing a letter.
Love, Grandma.
Yeah, like love Granny. And I'm like, I know that you sent it to me, yes. Postscript. It took me an entire hour to write this, or mail is quite difficult. Very much like my grandmother. Well, Laura, you tried. So she'll be visiting the Vander School. Nice to see her hard at work. And the first training ground that comes to mind is Einhell Keep? Oh no, the professor's gonna grab her and use her for something nefarious. Hello, Rean. Is this in regards to my orb mail? Yeah, I do think I know a good training spot for you. How soon can you come to Leeds? I can come right now. I'll meet you at the station. See you soon, Reed. So this is Leeds. It's just as I've been told. We've not seen each other since bidding farewell in Sutherland. I trust you've been well since then, Reed? It's only been a few weeks, but... Yep, sure have. Thanks for the hospitality. Here, let me show you the campus. Ah, is that where your idea for a training place is located? Let us be off, then.
By the way, Reed, why are you all bruised and battered?
I fought Principal Le Guin! Oh, excellent. I wonder how that would have gone.
I don't have time to accommodate you and your girlfriend, Schwarzer. Also, what in Adios' name happened to you?
For goodness sake! Why does everybody notice the fact that I got the crap beat out of me? Oh, I didn't expect to find such a grand training facility here.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
I now have a better picture of how well equipped the branch campus is, and how much work you must have on your shoulders, Reed. It is helpful, I admit, but yeah. Professor Schmidt, is it all right if we use the key, even if it's a little early for the trial you requested?
I don't mind, but you cannot use the new level I have scheduled. It was calibrated for Class 7, so data from other people would be useless to me.
And if there's one thing Professor Schmidt dislikes, it's things that are useless.
That's correct. Instead, I have installed subroutes in the old levels.
Subroutes?
Versions of older levels I have enhanced based on results from the previous trials. They are smaller in scale, but have stronger monsters roaming about. They should supply some good data, separate from my request.
Huh. That was not only secretly nice, but, like, he went out of his way to take care of it. Man, you've been working on that this whole time on top of everything else?
I know, I've really been slacking.
I like the sound of it. The harder the challenge, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh, no! I look forward to this, Professor Schmidt. As they say, bring it on.
RSA data will prove useful for me. Fight to my heart, your heart's content.
Anyway, let's get started. If you could get things prepared for us, Professor. Reen and Laura were then guided to the subroute and told to begin. I didn't think we'd actually get to Einhell Keep this episode. I guess in a sense we have. This presence, I feel it. It's strong. It seems I'm in for a better training session than I'd imagined. Thank you for joining me, Reed. Well, it was my idea after all. Now stay alert. This won't be easy.
Here we go. Level 1 subroute. Commence.
I don't want to fight a magic knight!
No, let us begin.
What?
We're actually doing it?
Wow, I guess there's a 100% chance that I'm going to do this one then.
Yeah!
Normally, we were just gonna, like, go through all the bonding events to see them all, but if we actually get a dungeon out of this...
No escape! Tia! Now!
An opening! Just what I expect from you, Laura.
I believe that's my line.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. That's what you two sound like. Stop flirting and get on with it.
There, we got to the end, Professor. Are you happy?
Never.
You know what? I feel like the bonding events in Cold Steel 3 are drastically better than they were in the previous games.
I agree.
The content was always good. The question is the presentation of the content, and it's gotten gradually better since Cold Steel 1. But so far in Cold Steel 3, it seems like they're just more interesting. Like, we have a mini dungeon with this, and it looks like, when it comes to Millium, it looks like we'll be going somewhere else.
That's really cool.
It's just different from bonding events in the past, and I like that. Are you serious? Okay, well, we'll kill it. This must be the boss of this level. A worthy opponent for two of us, I guess. Ready your sword, Reen!
A worthy opponent.
Yes, that's what she said.
Strike, Reen!
Got it!
Sit! Right! It's off balance!
An opening!
An opening!
Let's go!
Is that all? You must train more.
Get out of here! Huh. Patooey! Compared to Aurelia Le Guin, that was nothing!
You fought the principal? After fighting her, I don't think my trial's going to be up to snuff.
I won't even retort to that. A hard-won victory.
That will be all for the level 1 subroute. Hooray for you, or whatever. I suppose the Arcade School is as skilled as their reputation suggests. Perhaps I should have turned up the difficulty a couple 5 notches.
We could have handled about 2 or 3, I think.
I shall labor over some balance tweaks while you trudge your way back here.
It's almost like he's trying to kill us.
He can be taught.
I said almost. The years certainly haven't softened him. I can't imagine that makes your life very pleasant, Reen. I'd say I'm used to it, but he just keeps getting worse. Good work today, Laura. Feeling ready for the training hall in Heimdall now? That I am. Thanks for showing me this place. I'd like to stop by again if I'm in the neighborhood. Oh, but before I go, Reen, may I ask you for one more favor? Would you mind showing me around the academy? I'd like to see what your workplace is like. And spend some extra time with you. Of course, honestly, I was thinking of asking you if you wanted the tour. You sure you still have time before your train? Yes, time won't be a problem. I'll make more. Shall we? Laura and Reen left the keep to take their tour of the academy. After making their rounds, they found themselves at the gymnasium pool.
Wow, this event just keeps going.
Like I said, I like the bonding events. Guess Altina and her friends have the day off today. And they even said they did, actually.
Yeah.
The smell brings back memories. It's like I'm back in the swimming club. Chlorine and other cleaning chemicals. Well, it's not pleasant, but it brings back memories. Now I regret not bringing my swimsuit. Doesn't stop you from dipping your toes in, though, right? Actually, getting in the water might bring back even more memories. That's a fine idea. I think I'll do just that. After washing their feet, the two of them sat down by the side of the pool with their legs in the water. So, are you still in touch with anyone from the swimming club?
Monica, I believe her name was?
Yeah, the person she spent so much time with. Who else was in the swimming club?
I don't recall.
We'll remember them as soon as their names come up. Yes, though we've all been so busy, we've hardly been able to see each other. That being said, I did manage to invite Monica to Legram. I wanted to make an event of her visit and celebrate her graduation. Given how close you two were, I can believe it. Must have been a fun reunion. That it was. She taught me an assortment of recipes, we took a boat around the lake, and I consulted her about my father.
Oh?
Consulted? I don't mean to sound dramatic. Father keeps traveling from training hall to training hall. And though Klaus is doing everything in his power to help, Father's having a hard time keeping up with managing Legram. He's totally doing this on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Specifically for Laura.
Yep.
And also, man, these bonding events are good. Oh. Laura's father, Viscount Victor Arcade, the Radiant Blade Master. I can't imagine him having a hard time keeping up with anything. Did something happen to him back at the Infernal Castle?
It's possible he didn't get out of his scrape with McBurn unscathed.
Maybe he decided that because he wasn't able to fight Flarking McBurn as well as he needed to, that he needs to go on and do a bunch of training.
Maybe.
That's kind of scary, really.
It is.
Oh, forgive me. I shouldn't trouble you with my idle worries. I'm now an acting master of the Arcade School. I know I shouldn't cloud my mind with such trivial thoughts. Even then, even knowing that I'm heir to the Arcade School and tasked with surpassing my father, whenever I'm with you, my weaknesses come to the fore. Oh, Laura.
Oh.
Oh. You don't have to be afraid of showing weakness in front of me. It's part of what makes you who you are. You've always been keenly aware of your own weaknesses and the weaknesses of those around you. That's what makes you strong. We're both following the path of the sword, and the only way to advance is one step at a time. A master isn't made in a day, and other such rainy platitudes. Read. Maybe I've been overburdening myself. I am not my father, nor am I General Le Guin. I need to have faith in who I am and continue moving forward.
Thank you, Reen, for helping me find the path ahead. I wish you the best of luck with the new Class 7, and I will readily offer you my aid should you ever need it. I swear that upon my sword.
Glad you have my back, Laura. What a really nice scene. With that, Laura departed for the Vander Training Hall in the capital to offer her wisdom to aspiring martial artists. But she and Reen made a promise to see each other as soon as their schedules would allow.
Rumor of Reen's rendezvous with Laura spread across the campus like wildfire.
Suspicious stare. What?
Man, if they're all that good, we're in for a treat.
It's gonna be really hard deciding which ones to keep. On a first playthrough, I normally go for the ones that have character notes. And then just pick my favorite ones. But of course I watch them all because I don't want to miss what happens.
Right.
But if they are going to be that good or so expansive, I just can't do everything all at once, which is fine because I'll be able to play the game again. All right, we'll get to this. Little girl hugging a...
Isn't that Mishi?
Oh yeah, it's Mishi. I'm trying to recognize the hat.
It looks like a train operator hat or something.
I think it's actually an Imperial Army hat. Okay, what do we got?
There, it'll be okay.
Juna, what happened?
It's you, instructor. Well, seems like she got into a fight with her brother.
Yeah, from talking to her parents... Oh yeah, that's like her mom's train operator hat. I guess it's like no wonder that Erebonian train operator-y hat-y things-y look like military-y.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Missy-y.
E.
Help, I'm stuck.
E.
Oh yeah, I say, oh right. We saw this, but it's not like it's been in the videos. Like her mom was scolding her little brother, and it seemed to me like she was being way too hard on him, but I mean, maybe not if the brother is actually like taking out her toys. Tom broke my Mishi. The stuffed animal's neck is ripped and cotton spilling out.
Probably one of those like tug of war things that went too far.
Oh. It got caught when he was going out to play and he ripped it. It was a present from my daddy. Stupid Tom! I'm starting to actually get into wanting to cry and wail. What does that say about me?
I don't know. There, don't cry. Hey, so I'm pretty used to this kind of thing, so I'll be fine on my own.
You say that, but isn't there anything I can do to help?
No.
Okay, see ya. What am I saying? Of course I'm spending time with you. Hey, can I see Mishy for a sec? I might be able to fix him. Uncle Reen just happens to know all kinds of domestic household things. For reals, mister?
You can?
Well, I certainly had to fix my uniform more than a few times back in the halcyon days of my youth when I was a student.
Like a year ago?
Shut up. Never fixed a stuffed animal before, but I'll do what I can.
Consider it a battle scar of honor.
You're supposed to kick Mishy, not cut his head off. No, seriously, there's a period of time where kicking Mishy is considered good luck, and so they actually armor Mishy's butt at Michelin Wonderland.
Okay.
So that the guy inside doesn't get hurt from all the butt kicking.
All right. You can continue that.
Okay. Reen brought out his sewing kit and attempted to repair the stuffed animal, but...
Well, for one, that's not his neck.
Come on! No, didn't...
That's fine.
No, his tail was ripped off too, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, I think it was.
This stuffed animal, his name's Mishy, right? I know he's a mascot from Crossbell, but I've never seen this version before.
Me neither.
It's like what we were talking about. It's the now Erebonian Mishy.
Seems like it's a new type designed for Heimdall. A regional variant Mishy.
Alright, looks like I got the tail fixed. You got that, Billy? I got the tail fixed!
I understand.
Wow, I'm so happy for Mishy. Now that his tail's back, we can kick him. Now all that's left is the neck. Be patient for just a little bit longer. So this goes here, and I gotta get the stuffing back in. Like, really, if you have to repair a stuffed animal, don't you need to, like, add more stuffing? Because, like, the stuffing inside gets condensed over time and with use, and so if you
That
want
makes
it,
sense.
it's like you gotta keep adding to it.
Look, repairing a uniform is not the same as repairing a stuffed animal. Cut him some slack.
I've never repaired a stuffed animal or a uniform.
I will now do a visual gag. E.
I have been owned. This is harder than it looks. My paltry sewing skills might not be enough. Is everything okay, mister? Is Mishy gonna get better? Yeah, he'll be better in no time. Just wait a little bit more. No time to doubt myself, especially right in front of her. I've got to fix it no matter what. Then 3 days later, after the rush job, like Mishy's head falls off, it's like, ah!
You're fine! Just give me that instructor. I've got like 80 siblings.
Oh. Wow. I don't know why I'm surprised that you're good at this, though. You are literally good at everything. The only time you haven't been perfect at something is when you lost in tennis to Louise. Like, that's it. Wow, that's amazing.
Almost done. Just gotta finish it up like this and... Here, surgery complete.
Wow, Mishy, I'm so glad you're all better. Yay!
I'm glad too, Teddy.
That is totally what Mishy sounds like.
For some reason I feel the urge to toss him out a window.
That was amazing. I can't even see the seams. Are you a professional
Everything?
tailor as well? Like, I like Juna a whole lot, but that's actually getting on my nerves a little bit.
How she just seems to be good at everything?
I guess that really what it is she's not as much of a rookie as I'm making her out to be, and she kind of has to be rushed because this is like the only game that she's going to get. I realize there's the next one too, but in the next one she's not going to be the rookie.
Right. Also, at least this makes sense because she does have like 3 siblings or something.
Oh, no, absolutely, absolutely. In Sky, you have first chapter where the characters are rookies.
Yeah.
then there's 2 games where they're not rookies.
Right.
In Crossbell, you have 0 where they're rookies. We've already been through the rookie phase of Cold Steel, which lasted, frankly, longer than it ever did in the others.
Right.
But Juna wasn't there for that, so I get why structurally she has to be able to improve real fast, but, you know...
Narrative discrepancies aside, yep, he's all healed up, so make sure to take his bandages off once you get home. Also, I'm pretty sure your brother didn't mean to make you sad.
Yeah, he was getting chewed out by his mom, but the thing was, like, Teddy wasn't upset. He was taking her around to play with her all day.
Yeah! So if he apologizes, be sure to forgive him, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. And you too, mister. Oh, his tail fell off. You suck.
I said I had this.
I guess you weren't kidding, were you? Glad that ended up being a... What the hell am I saying? E. Glad that ended up having a happy ending. Thanks for the assist, Juna. That was pretty impressive back there. Making your teacher look bad. Yeah, I'll remember this.
So now he's the Empire's mascot. Is that it?
Okay, seriously, I'm not going to lie. That makes me really mad. Appropriating Michi completely. I don't have a problem with, like the regional variant, but it's like...
It's like an insult to Crossbell.
It's Erebonianizing everything. I'm not gonna grump about Crossbell now, because I'm sure we'll be grumping about Crossbell a lot in the future.
We'll just add that to the list.
Juna.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
Well, either way, I had no idea you were such an artist with a sewing needle.
Well, I'm not that good. I'm just used to it is all.
Several siblings, etc.
I used to fix my siblings' stuffed animals sometimes.
I see. So that makes you a big sister then?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Our ages are pretty far apart, but I've got a little brother and a little sister. They're both so noisy, always shouting, "Juna!" and jumping on me. But I kind of miss them now, even though it's only been a month since I left.
I see. I think I can understand how she feels.
That's why I have to make do with Allie.
So that's it! She's just treating her like a stuffed animal.
Well, no, like a little sister.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
A stuffed sister?
A little animal!
That's not as funny.
Elise, it's been a while since I've seen her. Hope she's doing well.
Instructor?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm starting to feel like I understand why you're so good at taking care of others, though. Be sure to keep looking after Altina and Kurt, okay? I'm sure it was tough transferring here from the police academy, but as your instructor, I'll support you as much as I can.
What? I don't need you to tell me that. Besides, who ended up supporting who this time around?
Let's just say you really were the right one for the job.
That's what I said. I wonder if Ken and Nana are doing okay. I hope they're not crying too much about me being gone. Look, Instructor Reen, how dare you still be in the spot you were standing in after our conversation ended?
I'm sorry I haven't left yet?
Hey, maybe don't eavesdrop on girls talking to themselves, huh?
Sorry. Didn't mean to.
Next time you come across me talking in an open public area, keep your ears to yourself.
Okay, I understand.
Sure. Anyway, I'm gonna hang out here and relax for a while longer, so could you maybe just go away?
Okay. I know when I'm not wanted, when I butted in when I shouldn't have. I get it. See you later.
Nothing like a light breeze on a warm day.
Yep, I'll be leaving any minute now.
Doesn't hurt to just laze around like this once in a while.
Yep, this is me, still not having left after the part of the conversation that we had.
Get lost. Hey, Teach, you see this thing above my head? It means we have a chance to raise up our confidant level. For real.
How nostalgic. But now that I think about it, when Ryuji said that in our LP, didn't I always run away?
Yeah, that's what I was going for. You walking off.
Oh, I am definitely talking to you now, you jerk. I finally found you. Hey, Blondie.
Remember me from the other day? I'm here to say thanks. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, it's you. Why are you talking so funny?
What do you mean?
Heh, I should be the one thanking you. You made things real fun.
Oh, that's good.
Are you old enough to be drinking?
Oh, you think you're a big shot, huh? Are these Ash's friends? They seem a little hostile to be friends. I think I should butt in. I shouldn't stick my nose into my students' business, but frankly, I'm just curious. I'll keep my distance. I hope there isn't going to be any trouble. Reen sat far away from Ash and just watched, supposedly. Come on, get up already. We ain't got time to stand around watching you eat.
Just chill. I'm enjoying my breakfast. You can thank me once I'm done.
You think this is funny?
I think it's hilarious. I still remember what you did to us that one night in the entertainment district.
All the way in the capital or something? You stole our money and our girls! We're gonna settle this right here!
Guys, don't make it so easy then. Bunch of petty little runts. The way I remember it, you were the ones who got pissed drunk and picked a fight with me. Though I admit, it's pretty fun putting morons like you in their place. You little... Hey, buddy, relax. Let's put the past behind us and talk about the future instead, like the future beating I'm about to deliver upon you all. I've got a good opportunity to make some quick cash.
Oh, now he's gonna scam them? Quick cash? What are you talking about? Don't try to change the subject.
Oh, not interested? That's too bad. It's a little dangerous, but if it goes well, it's a cool 10,000 mira. I was looking to gather a crew, knock over a bank or something, but if you're not interested...
Hey, I didn't say I wasn't interested.
Hold it, Blondie.
Ash, are you about to go rob a bank?
Knew it. Looks like you're interested after all. Now that I've lured you outside, time for a beatdown.
He lured them right outside of 9 Volley, which means something horrible is about to happen to them. Shut up! All I said I'd do was listen. Anyway, depending on what you have to say, maybe we can forget about that night.
Yeah! What?
You little...
Ha! You guys make getting hustled look easy! Have you tried not being such huge dumbasses?
Ah!
For reals!
This is... I don't feel bad for them.
Right?
He's not hurting them.
Not in so much as he's punching them around.
They're all right.
Sorry, man. It was our bad.
They're the ones who picked a fight. They're the ones who started all of it. He took it all outside, so it wasn't around, like, wasn't in a public thing. And then he beat them around. It was like, no, leave me the heck alone. He tried to make him go away.
Yeah.
I just don't think that this was really bad.
We ain't gonna do anything anymore. Just let us go. You want Mira? We'll pay you. Dad, don't sweat it. We're all pals here, ain't we? But I don't recommend trying to start anything with me ever again. Got it, pals?
That's enough!
Huh? Who's the... Oh, it's you. Schwarzer.
You've taken this too far, Ash. I don't believe that, though! I can't just stand by and watch anymore.
Yeah, fine. You just want me to stop, yeah? Look, they're still breathing. All their organs are in the right place.
Hey, quit making all that racket in front of my store! You're driving off all the customers!
Oh!
Get your punk asses out of here! I'll shove my boots so far up I'll be kicking your tonsils!
What the hell's wrong with this town?
There's a goddamn military academy in it, and when we say military, we mean the army!
That doesn't explain why you've got a machine gun!
Wait for me! I mean, they're from Heimdall. They just wander into this place and start trying to act like they own...
Well, they were clearly drunk or something.
Oh, man.
Yeah?
There's this gang in Azure.
Uh-huh.
They don't really ever get their comeuppance. Well, I'll talk about it more. Than it just saying that reminded me of these guys. If we go to Crossbell in this chapter, which, it's looking like we might, I really want to see these guys. Anyway, I don't condone violence, but they're the ones who brought it.
And they were clearly good enough to run away. It's not like he broke anything.
So I don't see what the problem is. It'd be different if he started it.
Right.
Or if he seriously hurt them. You guys had better clear out too.
Well, you gonna let go? Or do you want to hold my hand some more?
Oh, sorry. But it seems like you got caught up in some trouble sneaking out at night to the entertainment district. That's not acceptable for a minor, and especially not for a military academy student. Forget the violence, let's talk about the rules.
Well, whatever. Everything turned out fine in the end. Stuff like this is just a fun story to look back on and laugh, yeah?
Ash!
I'm fine, seriously. Besides this bruise, your vice grip's gonna leave.
Like I said, sorry about your arm. But this is a completely different issue.
All right, Aurelia. You get it? Jeez, you're such a nag. Guess you're even more of a busybody camp counselor than I thought. Just leave a no-good punk like me be. I ain't even one of your students.
You know I can't just let all this slide. But as an instructor, I do owe you one. Though it might have been a violation of orders, like seemingly everything you do, you did help Kurt and the others back in Sutherland.
You're pretty weird, you know that? But, like I said, I ain't one of your students. Quit sticking your nose where it don't belong. Keep getting involved with me, you'll find yourself in a world of trouble.
Who the hell are you?
Anyway, now that I got my post-meal exercise in, think I'll get fancy for dessert. Later, Instructor Schwarzer.
Ash Carbide, huh? He seems like a wild one. I'll have to keep an eye on him. All things considered, that turned out way better than it could have been. I have a feeling I'll be seeing more of him in the future, so I should keep him in mind.
We're friends now. You really did get dessert. Having that trash in here ruined my appetite. But whatever, it's dessert time. I'm gonna dig right in.
So much for his ruined appetite. I guess he doesn't care that they picked a fight with him. I guess there's not much that phases him. Now, we said at the beginning of this episode that it was time to do all the fighting. Well, we fought Instructor Reed, and then we fought Aurelia Le Guin.
And then we fought alongside Laura, and then Ash got into a fight.
As for Juna, well, she fights with Reed all the time, so that's nothing special. It's almost like we planned it this way. We didn't, but it's like we did.
We'll take credit for it.
Anyway, we should
Now,
finish up the free day afternoon definitely in the next one. I don't know if we'll get through the free day evening, though. Let's enjoy a nice relaxed pace before things go crazy again.
See you next time.
Don't get into any fights.
I make no promises. come to the BSG Discord and I'll take you all on. Every last one of you. You got it?
Okay.
The link's in the description, so bring it on! Ah!